They just got effing destroyed. The H3H3 update, this is what we've been waiting for. Apparently a lawyer looked into it, so I say we just take a look.
Alrighty, now apparently we also had a bunch of lawyers talking about the H3 snark mods. In the last video, we covered that Ethan would be subpoenaing them, and apparently they've been panicking and contacting lawyers for legal advice. LawTuber LUS shows email from alleged H3 snark mod asking for legal advice. LUS thinks there's a solid chance the discovery could open up a bevy of issues for the defendants and mods.
Wait, so are the mods now getting sued as well? The mods that made this original post that we saw, where they literally like outed the three people that are in the lawsuit. Are these people also now getting sued?
The first time Reddit mods can't actually get away with it.
These free content creators, as smaller content creators, may have negotiated, interacted with the H3 snark mod, right? Based on how much the H3 snark Reddit subreddit loves them, they may have interacted with them in a way that they were interacting with a person's real name. And in discovery, Ethan Klein is entitled to all of that. Who knows what the percentage is, but I'm fairly certain that at least one of these moderators, who was a huge fan, let's say, of Denins, probably interacted with Denins using his real email, using his real name. When they interacted with me, only one interaction, they did use their first name.
Wait.
And I'm a complete stranger
Hold on.
to using his real name.
Despite Ethan Klein's claims to the contrary, will believe posting clip does not harm the market. Okay, so I don't know. Are they getting sued? Are the Reddit mods actually getting sued?
When they interacted with me, only one interaction.
That'd be
They did use
crazy
their
if they
first
were.
name. And I'm complete stranger to them. I've never interacted with that subreddit. I've never talked to them. I've never responded to email. When discovery hits, you have to turn it over anyway. So if there ever is a text message with a phone number or an email, or like I said, this case will break these free individuals if
18 grand. Bro, the funny thing is that 18 grand is going straight to H3. There is not a world where these three streamers that are literally just breaking copyright law is actually going to win at all. That's all going to Ethan Klein.
High potential to financially break and ruin these free individuals for their entire lives. And the H3 mod.
High potential to financially break these individuals.
Damn.
Those words are absolute music to my ears. To see the most vile and rotten people on the internet finally.
Bro, imagine a YouTube lawyer makes a video and they're talking about you and they say, yeah, this is going to financially ruin you. That is nuts. And bro, these aren't small streamers either. Like, these are streamers with millions of followers. You'd think that they would, you know, have a lot of money stored away. Maybe that they'd be fine. They'd be able to hire a good lawyer. Bro, these streamers are so dumb. In the last video we talked about these people, they literally barely have lawyers. They barely know anything about the law. They are so cooked.
These years get
They're
what
so
they deserve.
dumb.
Oh my god. Never doubt the sweet god of karma. Also, I just find it hilarious that the Redditors are finally getting some repercussions, because Reddit is the place where these absolute most vile people go and think they can just post anything, slander anybody, and just get away with it. Okay, moving on to Casey Tron's new strategy of avoiding this lawsuit. Basically, if you remember, she and Frogan and everybody else was kind of deleting all of their VODs, and now she wants to claim that she is so high that she couldn't remember the video she was reacting to.
Just because I didn't react to his stupid video, he had to make up that I did and put a video of me smoking weed over his stupid
Make up that
video.
you did. Hold on, we literally saw it like clean as day. You sat there smoking for like 20 minutes and only talked for like 15 minutes of this like hour-long video. What are you talking about?
Video to get attention. I'm sorry, I don't give a f about your video. Like, I don't know. I don't recall reacting to it. I don't believe that I reacted to it. I do not remember. I don't know. I may have been under the influence, but I do not recall reacting to it.
I just
You don't recall reacting to it. Yeah, because you didn't react to it. You literally sat there and played the entire video on your stream, and that's why you're getting sued.
Remember, guys, I was under the influence. A brilliant strategy. Brilliant gambit by Casey, once again. I'm sure the judge will be thrilled to hear this argument. Your Honor, yes, there is camera evidence, so I did in fact steal from the store, but I was so high at the time, I do not recall.
That's the same defense.
So I didn't have to pay the consequences, lol. She can't troll her way out of a lawsuit no matter how hard she tries. So Casey Tron tweeted, "Don't let anyone dull your sparkle, little girls, even when it's from powerful men who get litigious to evoke support from incel."
I love, like, this language that they use. It's the same thing every single time. Oh yeah, the big, mean, powerful men, you know, they evoke support from their incel community. Like, that defense isn't gonna hold up in court. The language that they use, they try to victimize themselves all the time. Again, that is not going to hold up in court at all.
And who get litigious to Big Mama's going through it, send your energy.
Big
Is
Mama's
this
going
another
through it.
troll?
Look
from
at
Casey?
her. Oh my. Look, I don't want to say anything, but like, god damn, look at this person.
You know, when you say something completely idiotic, and then when people call you out, well, I was
Oh
only
my God.
pretending to be stupid. Also, why the hell are you talking to little girls? What the heck? No little girls are watching you. In fact, nobody is watching you. Your one viewer is like Frogan, who's probably the furthest thing away from little girl. Anyways, turns out YouTuber Legal Mindset
Damn, okay.
responded to Casey Tron's new defense of being high.
I don't know. I don't recall reacting to it.
So whether or not you recall reacting to it, being the defense here, saying, I don't recall, I don't know, I may have been under the influence, I may have been baked, I may have been high. Does that work? Well, absolutely not.
Bro, it's like imagine you get into a fight with someone at like a pub or something. You just like kill them. Like you king hit them, whatever. They accidentally die, whatever. Oh, but I was drunk. Okay, you still killed someone. Like what? They're still gone.
So copyright focuses on the act of
course, it's not the same
copying
thing.
and
You
distributing
get what I mean.
work. So the focus with copyright is, did she copy or distribute work without permission, without consent, without being authorized to do so? And copyright is strict liability, which means mental state is irrelevant. You can do it, you can do it in any mental state, and it doesn't matter. It's strict liability.
Oh, but
did
she
you or
was
did you not do
high.
it?
Yeah, so basically even the lawyers are telling you you're absolutely cooked. And I think Casey later says she's trolling or whatever, but that's kind of her defense for everything. She does the same thing with her favorite word.
Yeah. I'm just trolling. I just broke copyright law. I just accidentally, told these Reddit mods that I was going to literally steal views from this guy, and then in the stream said, hey, if you enjoyed stealing views from, I think it was the other person, but like basically just admitted, hey, yeah, I stole the video. It's theft, whatever. But yeah, I was high, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Everybody incels, including Ethan, who has a wife and kids, and then she says, oh, well, I'm just trolling you guys. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're still getting sued. That part is not a troll. Now, Legal Mindset talks about the destruction of evidence by deleting VODs.
But beyond that, she may be getting herself in huge trouble with spoliation of evidence. That's something, maybe it's a new word for you guys, but
does that make it
spoliation of
worse?
evidence is intentional
No, so her deleting the VOD just screwed herself over even more. Is that what I'm getting at?
or negligent, which means you're doing it willfully or you're doing it recklessly without thinking. It's destruction, alteration, or hiding of any evidence that is relevant.
Cooked, because like we saw in the last video, one of them at the end of their VOD literally said, if you enjoyed not giving views to this piece of filth trash video or whatever, and then literally when they re-uploaded the VOD, they took that out. So that can probably be used against them as well. Oh
to
yeah,
a legal proceeding. And once a person knows that a lawsuit has been filed, they know there's something pending against them, there is a duty attached, a duty engages to preserve the evidence and not destroy it, alter it, or hide it. And if you mess up with this, if you're found guilty of evidence spoliation of evidence, there can be sanctions, there can be fines, they can have your court pleading struck, or you can have a default
praying
judgment.
on these three
Right, so
downfall,
is it-
bro. I'm actually praying on their downfall. It's like I'm trying not to be a hater, but goddamn, it's hard not to
Essentially,
be.
you're not allowed to hide or obstruct evidence. And now it's pretty clear that they were acting without the instruction of a lawyer, because no lawyer is going to intentionally sabotage your case like that. So basically, they're just kind of doing whatever they think is right. And they're essentially sitting on a house of cards, and it's only a matter of time before they get what's coming. Now, is this actually going to court? I don't really know. I definitely think they're going to be paying a disgusting amount of money regardless, way more than they currently have. And this will kind of set a precedent for the community in general to not F around and definitely not steal content. Then he talks about how these people just don't know how to shut up.
And the problem with most content creators is they don't know how to shut up. They don't know how to just be quiet, not talk, stay off the internet, stop responding.
Especially when they don't have lawyers. Like, it's so obvious that these people don't have lawyers when they literally, like, they're sitting there making the situation worse. I don't understand how people can get so many followers these days. Like, the inflation of the amount of content creators is nuts. We've got people with millions of followers that it happened overnight. They've got no idea what they're doing. They don't know how to handle it. Hawk Tuah girl, for example. Let's take that in. Of course, she had lawyers, right? So it's a little bit different. She was a little bit more careful with how she handled her situation after she got completely screwed. But these people right here, bro, they're in an active case face and they're going on stream with thousands of followers being like, oh, I was high, I didn't know. You're just incriminating yourself. It's so dumb how these people act and think. Oh my God, how did they get big?
Just let your lawyer take care of it. And that applies for a lot of the folks in this.
I feel like that's common sense. Just let your lawyer take care of it. Like, how does that not go through these people's brains?
Post on social media, rant in their chats about this lawsuit, when really they should be shutting up. They should be real quiet and saying, hey, look, can I talk to my lawyer? Can I get out of this? Because there is potential for them to fight this. There are arguments they can make.
But however, they're shooting holes in their own arguments because they don't have a lawyer.
Going to be put on the back foot. The more they do things like this, the more Casey Tron, Denims, and Frogan decide to run their mouths and talk about this and make up stuff and make comments on this. But content creators cannot help themselves. They feel they have to say something on social media. They have to get on their platforms.
Absolutely 100% true. If you ever wanted to torture a content creator, simply take away their mic and don't let them post on social media. There's no greater pain for a clout-hungry goblin than to not be able to yap online. It's the curse of an influencer. Then he talks about the Reddit moderator situation.
Another area where there may be issues is involving the Reddit thread. Right, the H3 Snark Reddit thread. As another lawyer mentioned, they may be subject to discovery insofar as they might have been working with Denims, Frogan, Casey Tron, and there may have been communications between them. If there are, that could be subject to discovery, which means you have to turn over all emails, text messages, etc. And if they've been deleting messages, if they've been going in and looking at their contacts between Reddit and between these content creators, and they've been deleting, hiding, or otherwise trying to maneuver them or change them, that could also bring penalties down on them as well. Damn. And I think a lot of the people involved in this...
Okay, so they're not being actively sued, but it's like, if they're found of spoiling evidence under a legal investigation, they could be actually cooked as well.
Don't know anything about the legal process. They have not engaged an attorney, and they're absolutely courting for disaster.
Yeah, this is why you always want to consult an attorney before you try pulling these idiotic stunts online, especially when you're already being sued. Once you're being sued, surely you should have like the basic knowledge to run all your actions through a lawyer. But apparently the KFC bill was way too high. Now apparently Tectone might be getting in on the Ethan Klein lawsuit. That would be cinema.
Hey, Casey Tron. Ain't this you? Ain't this you? That's you, isn't it? That's you. Hey, Casey. Maybe we're going to be dealing with something else a little bit later. You know, maybe we should not fuck around. Because, hey, Casey, we about to find out, aren't we? We about to find out. By the way, guys, I will be getting in contact with Ethan Klein's lawyer on Friday. Man, we have a lot to talk about. This is gonna be crazy. He might have a new client he's taking.
Bro, we're beating a dead horse.
This is gonna be a great old time.
She's already cooked.
Yeah, this is just not looking good. Everybody's just getting in on the lawsuit now. Then he talks about why she deserves the hate.
Like, this is a chick who's tried to ruin my life with false allegations. This is a chick that's tried to ruin Ethan's life by going after his kids. This is a woman who put a hit out on someone. What? This is a guy who's attempted to ruin Asmongold's life by calling him a pedophile. This is a person who's tried to ruin Nux Taku's life by calling him a pedophile. Do you know how much that she got punished for? Zero. Ethan, the grand arbiter, says, don't worry, guys. I got this.
Yeah, I think people are honestly too brazen with these labels nowadays. Hassan has just made it okay to slander people without any consequences. The amount of times he's just said blatantly false information. And that's why we're here, to call him out. You know, every single lie will be debunked by Professor Sus here. Now, apparently somebody shared an older Frogan clip.
What the hell happened to her? Okay, I don't even want to ask what is going on there. But no, the whole Hassan thing, like, I feel like people have been calling him out for years, and he's genuinely had, like, problematic stuff that he's been doing. For some reason, he still has an audience. I don't know how. But I think the reason he's gotten away with it is because Twitch just loves him. For some reason. I don't get it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's built like this sort of cult-like audience. I don't know. But bro, they just will not ban him at all.
From like a month ago or something, and it still haunts me to this day.
Bro. Can we talk about Tectone?
About what?
Can we talk about Tectone for a second? Somebody sent me this tweet today. It had me crying laughing, bro. He was like, I am genuinely considering full swapping to YouTube if this terrorist propaganda isn't pushed harshly and immediately on Twitch. My father, my brothers, and our soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this bullshit to be allowed and promoted on Twitch. This needs to change immediately. This needs to change immediately. How come he didn't join the U.S. military? Yeah, it's like the Miley Cyrus thing. She's like, yeah, the rumors are true. I deleted my...
I'll be honest, I can just take one look at her and I can just realize that she just isn't all there in the head. I'll be real, she just does not look like she's all there in the head. Yeah, that's the whole H3 thing. God damn, that is nuts.